Buddha.com. This is Mike V, and I'm here with Marc Todd, and he is with Screens, the director, co-founder, founder, grand
I,
person.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm the CEO and inventor.
CEO and venture. Okay, so what is Screens, by the way, for a lot of people who might not
Yeah.
know what it is?
Yeah, so Screens is a new technology that allows you to take simultaneous HDMI inputs, combine it with internet, combine it with other content.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's an example of a two-port box. You can take and blend in, an Xbox, a PlayStation, cable, satellite, Roku, what have you. Blend them together with internet, Chrome window, and put them on the screen, and then use a tablet or an iPhone or Android to size and move around
Mm-hmm.
and create essentially different layouts and different what OBS would call scenes.
So what was your inspiration for creating this new technology?
Interesting. My personal inspiration was watching multiple football games and having my fantasy scores up at the same time on my big screen.
Mm-hmm.
That was one big personal driver. But pretty quickly, my sons they figured out that they could put Xbox on there and watch two football games and the fantasy. And pretty quickly, it was like, wow, you know what? Everything goes better with gaming. And
Yeah.
news and gaming, you know, live debates and gaming, so that turned out to be, that first step. And over time, um, we discovered that gaming and streaming, in particular, streamers, you guys have just absolutely just blown the industry out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And we discovered that the technology worked great for fantasy sports fans, gamers, and streamers. And so over the last 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, I've been building hardware technology, an actual piece of silicon, and actually building the hardware itself. So,
Yeah.
you know, the FPGA and the software and the operating system and then the back end software, trying to get it cost effective so I could bring it out to the market. And that's what my Kickstarters intend to do.
So most streamers, for most gamers, they're familiar with the HDMI switch or the HDMI box.
Mm.
What do you bring to the table what is different between your regular HDMI switch or the
Yeah.
regular HDMI ones compared to screens?
Absolutely. So right off the bat, we get confused as an HDMI switcher all the time. HDMI switcher, what, 100, $150, something like that.
Yeah.
Number one, what can you do with a switcher? You can take input one and put it on the screen, or you can take input one and put it on the screen. What screens is you can take input one and input two and input three and input four and put it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can see behind me, maybe I can show you real quick.
Sure.
If you can see that, this is actually a screen. And just to show you in real
Oh,
time
wow.
how they work, that's actually a direct TV feed right now. NFL Network's replaying the football game last night. I have no idea how the Colts couldn't kick a field goal, but let that go. Then I have an Xbox, excuse me, a PlayStation right here.
Oh, wow.
And so you can see the PlayStation. Now, other things I can add to that, it's got a built-in web browser. I use a Chrome web browser.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get Twitter, you know, you can do some of these things. And then you have layouts on the bottom. And so the layouts or screen or scenes, you can bring up different, more sophisticated views. So the background can be HTML5, or it can be a web page, it could be video, and then you've got your cable feed or your set-top box or your Roku, and then you've got a gaming station in this example. Other cool things and again, I'm trying to show you the speed at which this happens. The speed is real important. Um, we've gone to great lengths to, one, make sure that there's no lag or performance issue.
Yes.
And I want to show also we do not conform, we do not have to conform to 16 by 9. 16 by 9 formatting is a concession put on because of lack of processing power. We don't have that issue. We can certainly make 16 by 9, but we can also do other cool things like this, blending.
Oh, wow.
So I can blend and overlay screens. I can turn them on and off, make them solid, transparent. Um, so it's got a whole range of different cool things that we can do, and we will support cropping, we will support chroma key, green screening. Um, we support priority layering. So this allows you to get full control of your pixels. So as a viewer, I put what on the screen I want. I want part of my social, I want a game, and I want something else. I can control that and do bigger screens. If I'm a streamer, it's obvious that this becomes the video work engine to offload your streaming PC. Your streaming PC shouldn't be burdened by being the compositing engine for video. And as you get more sophisticated with that, you add more cameras and stuff, you start building that PC out to very expensive and very custom things when you can really be using that for really higher value content and use the compositing what Screens has. And only one more option that maybe, and I'm sorry to dominate here, but the other one is cleaning up your workspace. One thing I found, and again, it just worked out almost by accident. It's like, hey, I got like a lot of PCs. I got laptops, I got PCs, I got a display for all of them. Well, now I can put them all on one screen, and I can move between them. So I can get multiple computing engines and have it either all on one screen, blend them together, or put them all one at a time, big screen, and shuffle through them like a virtual screen. So there's a lot of uses in IT, gaming, streaming. So, yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned latency. You're trying to make make the screens so that way there's no latency. Can you give me any details about like the processing power of the screens or what it has in it?
Absolutely. So there's a couple questions baked in there. What we've got in here is a excuse me.
No problem.
This isn't like a processor or a DSP. Those are typically what consumers see almost 99.9% of the time. Very, very rarely, and I'm unaware of any consumer product that has an FPGA, a field programmable gate array chip this large. Our 2-port box and our 4-port box have between 1 and 4 million transistors that are configurable by software. So that's important because that allows us to architect hardware speed functionality, not only in the initial product, but down the road I can update the box and change the hardware function. Hardware functions are where we'll get, sometimes up to 100 times the processing power of a regular processor because we can do things in parallel. So we can take 2 simultaneous HDMI inputs, keep them completely separate, digest them uncompressed video, and then size them and push them back out, and will take us 1 frame time, up to 1 frame time. So on average, the latency or the delay in the system will be on average 16 milliseconds, which is 3 times less than the human perceptible time of delay.
Yeah, because that's very important to for a lot of streamers who.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you see like some of the more complex, they're like jury rigging. They have like it's like with Evil, they have probably some of the most complex setups where they have the their cameras are looking at the players, and then they have their cameras looking at the commentators, and then they have their the feed where they are actually looking at the game with the game plus the screen overlays plus with the so it's a lot of processing power going on right now. Right, like just trying to get all of that into a thing, plus trying to stream it to Twitch with a lot of processing power. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you see where those things break down. Think about it. So what happens is that video chokes processors. That's why you hear the word GPU used a lot. The processors themselves create custom silicon area transistor area specifically designed to offload video functionality off the processor. Well, that's great if you have one video. The second you have more than one, then you're talking about multiple capture cards. They're compressing video over PCI, then it's going to the processor, getting combined in the RAM. There's delay, huge delay, seconds of delay across that entire bridge, and you're losing information in successive compressions. So what we're doing is when we do the scaling and compression, the scaling, excuse me, we're sending that uncompressed video back out that can go to a capture card and then up into your OBS. And then the OBS and the processor can work on what it should be doing, making sure that you're getting the highest quality compression and you're fast enough on the network to push those packets up to Twitch. And then the load from adding more cameras, adding more stuff stays in our box, in our hardware.
Mm. Yeah. So can you tell me more about the software side on your, like, when you're talking about the chat, controlling everything on the tablet. Can you talk about a little bit more about the software on that?
Yeah, this is I'm demonstrating an iOS type of application. Mm-hmm. Where the screen this is iOS, and it'll also be an Android, so you'll be able to use it on. My intention is to get it on every mobile device and every tablet, and then this is where the control is to send messages to screens, and we're going to make available a developer API that will allow people to make whatever control they want out of whatever software framework they want. They could put it in HTML5. They could bake it out of a Windows operating system. We're really making it very easy to control the video pixels over the network. It's got built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. You can get to an RJ45 port by USB.
Okay.
So we're trying to make it real easy for folks to really get access to the power of what the chip's doing.
Okay, so it would be like whatever you're doing on the tablet that you're forming your different streams, it'll be like almost like a one-on-one, or it's like just a little delay, like when you're streaming from, like, forming your little screen, your scenes from the tablet to the TV. Is that one ratio one? Like, it's whatever you're doing on the tablet is happening on the screen, or is like there a delay?
On this, yeah. So if you select a layout between, well, I mean, look at the delay yourself.
Okay.
So if I use my finger here and I move it.
Okay, so it's if you move
that's pretty instantaneous. I think I can go pretty fast here, right? So you're doing that now. If I bring up a web page in the back or do something like that, anything that's constrained to that sort of thing. So if you're going between scene changes, and the Screens box will have a plugin available for OBS to do scene changes, so that OBS makes the calls, sends us, network calls to change the scene.
Oh, okay.
What we call layouts, what I'm showing there, and those will, if there's network or other things like that cause delay, then that causes delay. Mm-hmm. But quite honestly, the chip itself, when it gets the command, I don't know, it's on the order of hundreds of nanoseconds in terms of speed. It's things happening instantaneously in the hardware.
Yeah, so. This is a really neat technology because, like I said, it's gonna really revolutionize how streamers do their things, instead of having such a complicated setup. They could just have maybe like two of these little boxes and have just plug everything in, which is not even have to overload their PC.
Exactly. And what's neat is that I'm running a Kickstarter because I want to. I've been to 3 PAXs now. I've done booths at 3 PAXs. I've gotten to know a lot of great guys, and people and the the input, so that it's a flexible platform. So I think that our initial supporters are going to come and say, hey Mark, I need audio mixing, and the answer will be, yep, no problem, in the next firmware release. I can update and upgrade and make the product even better as we go forward for this industry, because I think streaming is going to grow. It's going to add complexity. It's going to add quality. It's going to add quality of broadcast. Like, you're going to come up with, two camera systems and while you're gaming, and different views and all kinds of things, washaways and all kinds of the kind of same exact technique that you'll do, in a broadcast studio. You're just going to do it at your house.
That sounds really, really awesome. So, what was I saying? Kickstarter. So, why Kickstarter?
Well, so for 3.5, 4 years, I have been both building the technology, commoditizing, getting the price down. I have engaged the market. I think I know. I've gotten really good feedback. I think I have all the critical feature sets. So I need to get to Kickstarter for two big reasons. The first one is I need volumes of this. This is the 2-port and the 4-port. I need the volumes so that I can produce these units cost effectively, so I can bring the price out. I mean, I think the 2-port unit's under $200, and the 4-port unit is under 400, 380 or something. And the point is that in order to bring that level of technology out at that price, I need volumes. You have to understand that, a 4-port mixer or compositing engine, a 4-port device, is thousands of dollars. In many cases, tens of thousands of dollars. This is a totally radical, high-tech thing that I'm doing. And it's because of these FPGAs and because of the change in technology. And it's taken me 3.5, 4 years to get all the stuff together. And so I need that volume. And then the number two thing I need from the Kickstarter is I need people. I need people, the traditional. I need supporters. I need people that who look and say, hey, look, I like it. I want to change the way streaming works, and I want to take streaming to the next level. I want to take gaming and TVs to the next level, and I think screens is the one. Let's get on board. And I want that community to help us, in the traditional sense, kickstart this company.
Yeah.
So I have our people. We have a fantastic team, and we're ready to go. This is my experiment, if you will, to say, look, I'm going to bring this out and let the people decide, You want this or don't you want it,
Oh, they're going to want it. I mean, with streaming has been, since just the TV switched over to Twitch TV, people have been just streaming nonstop. We have like the, I think the Dota Championships was one of the most watched things back in 2014. It was one of the most watched streams, and it got higher, I think, in the millions, more than the NBA Finals. And there's like lots of people were watching that over the NBA Finals, and so there's a lot of not just money, but a lot of interest in streaming, and not with just gaming too. But I think they're experimenting with live music too. So this technology is going to be really great for the stream monsters out there. So in addition with Kickstarter, what are your not goals, but like the different Kickstarter goals, I think they're called.
Right. The Kickstarter goal that I have now is
stretch goals. There we go. What are the different stretch things that the people can?
Well, that's a good question. My stretch goals will keep stretching. I haven't fully decided all of the stretch goals. There's a lot of different things that we can do with the product. I want to try to get as many supporters as we can to show that the size of this market is big. That will help the company get established. So, depending how, I want to reach the first goal, and then I want to get, then I'll try to go out and provide, more features, maybe some other add-ons, plugins or something to add stretch goals. But so we'll see how we go with that.
Really awesome. And let's see what else. I mean, has Twitch approached you in any way? Because I know they would probably be interested in using this technology and furthering their things.
Yeah, we have had they're aware of us, and we are actually going out to Twitch on Thursday, on
Hmm.
Friday. We are presenting. We're doing a booth at TwitchCon,
Hmm.
and I have a talk at 3 o'clock. I think it's 3 o'clock on Saturday at Twitch. So hopefully people could tune into that. And yeah, I mean, I'm open to, any discussion. So if Twitch sees that this may help them, then there might be some good synergy there, business wise.
All right. Let's see what else we got. I mean, it's a really amazing product from the videos that I seen on the press release here, and to the demo the demo that you just presented. It seems like it's really going to change how how people are going to not just view content but also produce content on the streaming and everything, because it's like an almost an advanced form of picture in picture. But now you'll have your it's like how do I put it? Like, instead of just getting with your game capture, you also have this, and then boom,
Yeah.
you have instant stream. Put your gaming, your Twitch, chat, and everything else all in one package. I think this will really revolutionize the industry.
Oh, yeah, I really appreciate you saying that. And we think, we're going to have some really cool limited edition units coming out in the very beginning here. And so if you have a fan base, get them to the site. If they're interested in getting on, I agree. I personally have high hopes that this will change. I really think that TV people, at least the big companies, have a particular view of how TVs and entertainment work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was in that world and I understand, but now that I've seen and really absorbed, you can't go to three PAXs without going, holy crap,
Yeah.
this is something different. And I realized that this everything is changing, and I think that screens can help precipitate the tipping point and change the way entertainment works, by opening up the large screens and displays to more immersive experiences that are controlled by you. So, yeah, anybody who wants those limited editions, again, anybody who wants to support us, we'll take everything, and certainly appreciate everybody's, support.
All right. Just gonna be a little bit wrapping up. Pitch to the audience. Like, can you to everyone out there right now, can you give like a really quick pitch?
A really quick pitch.
Like, we say, why do streamers need this? Let us know, why do we need this?
Streamers need this because you need to take your craft to the next level. We need to enhance both the quality and the number of devices and creativity that you can create shows. It's going to mean that you're going to get bigger fan bases. You're going to get longer term fan bases. They'll watch longer. Your rig will be simply stronger, and you'll be able to do more of what you currently do, just continued better. And that's what we're all doing here, trying to get better every day. And this product is going to help you guys get better every day.
All right, I think that wraps about it. Okay, for the GamingBoy.com, this is Mike. Thank you, Mark, for coming on for the interview. Thanks a lot. I don't think I have your. I'll just link it to I'll link it on the bottom. To the Kickstarter and to your company page. And this product, I really think that this product is going to change everything. From what I've seen so far, it's really going to change everything.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.